Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabarutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vidam Sya Om Agyana Timaranda Shah Gyana Jana Shalakaya Chakshurum Milidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gorva Bistam Supurakam Garaganara Sesha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasthaveda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Premna Vibija Pranam Devam Divyatanum Suchanda Varanam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Banditam Shivanam Mareka Sharanam Yashishwara Sridharam Vanshakopatarubyascha Kripasindubhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gorata Vishay Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad. This is the Adi-lila chapter 2. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We'll begin with text or verse number 1. Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Bande Balopiyat Anugrahat Taranana Matagraha Vyaptam Siddhanta Sagaram. I offer my obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose mercy even an ignorant child can swim across the ocean of conclusive truth, which is full of the crocodiles of various theories. Okay. I offer my obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose mercy even an ignorant child can swim across the ocean of conclusive truth, which is full of the crocodiles of various theories. Krishnot Kirtana Gananartana Kala Pato Jani Brajita Sadbhakta Vali Hamsa Chakra Madhupa Shreni Viharaspadam Karanandi Kala Dvanir Vahatu Me Jiva Maru Prangane Sri Chaitanya Dayanide Tava Lasa Lila Shuddha Swarduni. O my merciful Lord Chaitanya, may the nectarian conscious waters of your transcendental activities flow on the surface of my desert-like tongue. Beautifying these waters are the lotus flowers of singing, dancing, and loud chanting of Krishna's holy name, which are the pleasure abodes of unalloyed devotees. These devotees are compared to swans, ducks, and bees. The river's flowing produces a melodious sound that glands their ears. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaurabhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Chandra and all glories to the devotees of Lord Gauranga. Tritiya Shlokara Arta Kore Vivaran Vastu Nirdesha Rupa Mangala Charan. Let me describe the meaning of the third verse of the verse 14. It is an auspicious vibration that describes the absolute truth. So Tritiya Shloka Artha Kore Vivaran Vastu Nirdesha Rupa Mangalacharan. So as defining the truth, Vastu Nirdesha. Let me describe the meaning of the third verse of the first 14. There's an auspicious vibration that describes the absolute truth. Yad Advaitam Brahmo Panishadi Tad Api Ashyatanuba Ya Atmantar Jami Purusha Iti Soshamsa Vibhavaha Shadaishvaryai Purna Yaiha Bhagavan Sasvayamayam Na Chaitanyat Krishna's Jagati Paratatvam Paramiha. What the Upanishads describe as the impersonal Brahman is but the effulgence of his body, and the Lord known as the Supersoul is but his localized plenary portion. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna Himself, full with 6 opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. Yad Advaitam Brahmo Panishadi Tad Api Ashyatanuba Ya Atman Tarjami Purusha Iti Soshamsa Vibhavaha Shad Aishvaryai Purno Ya Iha Bhagavan Sasvayamayam Na Chaitanyat Krishna's Jagati Paratatvam Paramiha. What the Upanishads describe as the impersonal Brahman is but the effulgence of his body, and the Lord known as the Supersoul is but his localized plenary portion. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna Himself, full with 6 opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. So we're familiar with this description being referred to Lord Krishna, where it says like Vedanti tat tat vavidas tatvam yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmati bhagavaniti shabyate, that he's the source of the Brahman effulgence. It's the effulgence emanating from his divine body. He appears as a super soul in the hearts of the living entities, and he's the Supreme Lord. That we're familiar with that description of Krishna, and here that description is also being applied to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is, in other words, non-different from Krishna. Brahma Atma Bhagavan Anuvadatin Anga Prabha Amsha Swarup Tin Videya Jina, impersonal Brahman, the localized Paramatma, and the personality of Godhead are 3 subjects, and the glowing effulgence, the partial manifestation, and the original form are their 3 respective predicates. Anuvad age pachi videyas tapan se arta kohe shuna shastra vivaran. A predicate always follows its subject. Now I shall explain the meaning of this verse according to the revealed scriptures. Svayam Bhagavan Krishna Vishnu Paratattva Purna Jnana Purnananda Parama Mahatva. Krishna, the original form of the personality of Godhead, is the summum bonum of the all-pervading Vishnu. He is all-perfect knowledge and all-perfect bliss. He is the supreme transcendence. Nanda Sutta Bole Jare Bhagavate Gai Se Krishna Avatirna Chaitanya Gosai. He whom Srimad Bhagavatam describes as the son of Nanda Maharaj has descended to earth as Lord Chaitanya. So, he whom Srimad Bhagavatam describes as the son of Nanda Maharaj has descended to earth as Lord Chaitanya. Prakasha Visheshe Teho Daretin Nam Brahma Paramatma Ara Svayam Bhagavan. In terms of his various manifestations, he is known in three features called the impersonal Brahman, the localized Paramatma, and the original personality of Godhead. Now, he whom Srimad Bhagavatam describes as the son of Nanda Maharaj has descended to earth as Lord Chaitanya. So that Krishna has descended to earth as Lord Chaitanya. In terms of his various manifestations, he is known in three features called the impersonal Brahman, the localized Paramatma, and the original personality of Godhead. So this is Lord Chaitanya that's being described. Vedanti tattvavidas tattvam yadz gyanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabhyate. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth say that it is non-dual knowledge and is called impersonal Brahman, the localized Paramatma, and the personality of Godhead. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth say that it is non-dual knowledge and is called impersonal Brahman, the localized Paramatma, and the personality of Godhead, Svayam Bhagavan. Tahara Angera Shuddha Kirana Mandal Upanishad Kohetare Brahma Sunirmal. What the Upanishads call the transcendental impersonal Brahman is the realm of the glowing effulgence of the same Supreme Person. Charma Chakke Deke Jaiche Surya Nirvishesh Jnana Marge Loitenare Krishnera Vishesh. As with the naked eye, one cannot know the sun except as a glowing substance. Merely by philosophical speculation, one cannot understand Lord Krishna's transcendental varieties. As with the naked eye, one cannot know the sun except as a glowing substance. Merely by philosophical speculation, one cannot understand Lord Krishna's transcendental varieties. Yasha Prabha Prabhavato Jagananda Koti Koti Svasesha Vasudari Vibhuti Binan Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Asesha Bhutam Govindamari Parusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is endowed with great power. The glowing effulgence of his transcendental form is the impersonal Brahman, which is absolute, complete, and unlimited, and which displays the varieties of countless planets, with their different opulences in millions and millions of universes. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is endowed with great power. The glowing effulgence of his transcendental form is the impersonal Brahman, which is absolute, complete, and unlimited, and which displays the varieties of countless planets with their different opulences in millions and millions of universes. Koti Koti Brahmande Jai Brahmara Vibhuti Se Brahma Govindera Hoy Anga Kanji. Lord Brahma said, the opulences of the impersonal Brahman spread throughout the millions and millions of universes. That Brahman is but the bodily effulgence of Govinda. Se Govinda bhajyami teho morapati tahara prasade more hoy shrishti shakti. I worship Govinda. He is my Lord. Only by his grace am I empowered to create the universes. I worship Govinda. He is my Lord. Only by his grace am I empowered to create the universe. Muniya Bhatta Vasana Shramana Urdva Mantina Brahmakyam Dhamatayanti Shantas Sannyasino Mala. Naked saints and sannyasis who undergo severe physical penances, who can raise a semen to the brain, and who are completely equiposed in Brahman, can live in the realm known as Brahmaloka. Atman tarjami jare yoga shastre koi, seho govindera amsha vibhuti jai hoy. He who is described in the Yoga Shastras as the indwelling supersoul, Atma Antarjami, is also a plenary portion of Govinda's personal expansion. Ananta Svatike Jaiche, Eksurya Bhashe, Taiche Jive Govindera Amsha Prakashe. As the one sun appears reflected in countless jewels, so Govinda manifests himself as the Paramatma in the hearts of all living beings. As the one sun appears reflected in countless jewels, so Govinda manifests himself as the Paramatma in the hearts of all living beings. Atava bahunaitena kim gyatena tavarjuna Vishtabhyaham idam kritsnam ekam shena stito jagat. Very nice. Atava bahunaitena kim gyatena tavarjuna Vishtabhyaham idam kritsnam ekam shena stito jagat. The personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna said, "What more shall I say to you? I live throughout this cosmic manifestation merely by my single plenary portion." Describing his own potencies to Arjuna, the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna spoke this verse of the Bhagavad Gita. Tam imamaham ajam sharirabhajam Ridi dishtitam atmakalpitanam pratidrisham eva naikad dakaram ekam samadhigatosmi viduta bideda moha. Tamimamaham ajam sharirabhajam Ridi dishtitam atma kalpitanam pratidrisham eva naikadarkam ekam samadhigatosmi viduta beda moha. Grandfather Bhishma said, as the one sun appears differently situated to different seers, so also do you, the unborn, appear differently represented as the Paramatma in every living being. But when a seer knows himself to be one of your own servitors, no longer does he maintain such duality. Thus I am now able to comprehend your eternal forms, knowing well the Paramatma to be only your plenary portion. Saita Govinda Saksha Chaitanya Gosai Jiva Nishtarite Aiche Doyalu Aranai. That Govinda personally appears as Chaitanya Gosai. No other Lord is as merciful in delivering the fallen souls. Paravyomite Baishe Narayana Nam Shad Aishvarya Purna Lakshmi Kanta Bhagavan. Lord Narayan, who dominates the transcendental world, is full in 6 opulences. He is the personality of God, the Lord of the goddess of fortune. Veda Bhagavata Upanishad Agama Purna Tattva Jare Kohe Nahit Jaran Sam. The personality of God, it is He who is described as the absolute whole in the Vedas, Bhagavatam. The personality of God, it is He who is described as the absolute whole in the Vedas, Bhagavatam, Upanishads, and other transcendental literatures. No one is equal to Him. Veda Bhagavata, Upanishad Agama, Purna Tattva Jari Kohe Nahi Jarasama. The personality of God, it is He who is described as the absolute whole in the Vedas, Bhagavatam, Upanishads, and other transcendental literatures. No one is equal to Him. Bhakti Yoge, Bhakti Pai, Jahara Darshan, Surya Jena, Sabigraha, Dekidevagan. Through their services, devotees see that personality of God, just as the denizens of heaven see the personality of the sun. Jnana Yoga Margetare Bhaje Jay Sab Brahma Atma Rupetare Kore Anubhav. Those who walk the paths of knowledge and yoga worship only Him, for it is Him they perceive as the impersonal Brahman and localized Paramatma. Upasana Bede Jani Ishvara Mahima Ateva Suryatara Diyate Upama. Thus one may understand the glories of the Lord through different modes of worship, as the analogy of the sun illustrates. Say Narayana Krishna Swarupa Abhed Eka I Vigraha Kintu Akara Bibed. Narayana and Sri Krishna are the same personality of Godhead, but although they are identical, their bodily features are different. Ihota Duibuja Tiho Dorichari Hat Iho Benu Dari Tiho Chakra Dikashat. This personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, has 2 hands and holds a flute, whereas the other, Narayana, has 4 hands with conch, wheel, mace, and lotus. Narayanas Tvam Nahi Sarvadehinam Atmasi Adi Shakila Loka Shakshi Narayanolgam Narabhuja Layanat Tatsyapi Satyam Natai Vaivamaya. O Lord of Lords, you are the seer of all creation. You are indeed everyone's dearest life. Are you not therefore my father, Narayana? Narayan refers to one whose abode is in the water born from Nara, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and that Narayan is your plenary portion. All your plenary portions are transcendental. They are absolute and are not creations of Maya. Sishu Vatsa Hari Brahma Kori Aparad, Aparada Kamaite Magena Prasad. After Brahma had offended Krishna by stealing his playmates and calves, he begged the Lord's pardon for his offensive act and prayed for the Lord's mercy. Tomara Nabi Padma Hoite Amara Janmodoi Tumi Pita Mata Ami Tomara Tanoi. I took birth from the lotus that grew from your navel. Thus you are both my father and my mother, and I am your son. Pita Mata Malakera Na Loy Aparad Aparada Kamam More Koraha Prasad. Parents never take seriously the offenses of their children. I therefore beg your pardon and ask for your benediction. Krishna Kohan Brahma Tomara Pita Narayana Ami Gopa Tumi Kaiche Amara Nandana. Sri Krishna said, O Brahma, your father is Narayan. I am but a cowherd boy. How can you be my son? Brahma bolen tumi ki nahao Narayana, tumi Narayana shuna tahara karana. Brahma replied, are you not Narayan? You are certainly Narayan. Please listen as I state the proofs. Prakrita drishtye jata jiva roop tahara jay atma tumi mula swarup. All the living beings within the material and spiritual worlds are ultimately born of you, for you are the supersoul of them all. Prative jaiche gata kulera karana ashray jivera nidhana tumi sarvashroy. As the earth is but the original cause and shelter of all pots made of earth, so you are the ultimate cause and shelter of all living beings. Nara shabde kohe sarva jivara nichai ayana shabde te kohe tahara ashray. The word Nara refers to the aggregate of all the living beings, and the word ayana refers to the refuge of them all. Ateva tumi hao mula Narayan ek hetu shuna vitiya karana. You are therefore the original Narayan. This is one reason. Please listen as I state the second. Jivara Ishvara Purushari Avatar Taha Sabha Hoite Tomar Aishvarya Upar. The direct lords of the living beings are the Purusha incarnations, but your opulence and power are much more exalted than theirs. Ateva Ishvara Tumi Sarva Pita Tomara Shakti Te Tara Jagat Rakita. Therefore you are the primeval Lord, the original Father of everyone. They, the Purushas, are protectors of the universe by your power. Narera ayana jate koraha palan ataeva how to me mula narayana. Since you protect those who are the shelters of all living beings, you are the original Narayan. Tritiya Karana Shuna Se Bhagavan Ananda Brahmanda Bahu Vaikuntari Dham. Tritiya Karana Shuna Se Bhagavan Ananda Brahmanda Bahu Vaikuntari Dham. O my Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, kindly hear my third reason. There are countless universes and fathomless transcendental Vaikunthas. Iti jat jiva tara trai kalika karma tahadeka saki tumi jana sabamarma. Both in the material world and in the transcendental world, both in this material world and in the transcendental world, you see all the deeds of all living beings in the past, present, and future. Since you are the witness of all such deeds, you know the essence of everything. Tumara darshane sarva jagatera stiti tumi ba dekile karo nahe stiti gati. All the worlds exist because you oversee them. None can live, move, or have their being without your supervision. Narera ayana jate koradanashan tahateo how to me mula narayana. You oversee the wanderings of all living beings. For this reason also, you are the primeval Lord Narayana. Krishna Kohan Brahma Tomar Nabuji Vachan Jiva Riddhi Jale Vaishe Se Narayana. Krishna said, Brahma, I cannot understand what you are saying. Lord Narayan is he who sits in the hearts of all living beings and lies down in the waters of the Karana ocean. And the Brahma kohe jale jive jay narayana se sab tomara amsha e satyavachanam. Brahma replied, what I have said is true. The same Lord Narayan who lives on the waters and in the hearts of all living beings is but a plenary portion of you. Karanabdi Garbodaka Kirodaka Shai Maya Dware Shrishti Kore Tate Sabmai. The Karanodakshayi, Garbodakshayi, and Shirodakshayi forms of Narayan all create in cooperation with the material energy. In this way, they are attached to Maya. Say Teen Jalashayi, Sarva Antarjami, Brahmanda, Brindera, Atma, Jaypurusha Nami. Saitin Jalashayi Sarva Antarjami Ramanda Brindera Atma Jaypurusha Nami. These three Vishnus lie in the water. These three Vishnus lying in the water are the supersoul of everything. The supersoul of all the universes is known as the first Purusha. As Mahavishnu or Karanadakshayi Vishnu. Hiranyagarbhara Atma Garbhodaka Shayi Vyaste Jiva Antarjame Chirodaka Shayi. Garbhodaka Shayi Vishnu is the supersoul of the aggregate of living entities, and Shirodakshai Vishnu is the supersoul of each individual living being. E sabara darshaneti ache mayaganda turiya krishnaranahi mayara sambandha. Superficially we see that these Purushas have a relationship with Maya, but above them in the fourth dimension is Lord Krishna, who has no contact with the material energy. Virad hiranya garbhascha karanam sheti upadhaya ishasya yat tribirhinam turiyam tat prachakshate virad hiranya garbhascha karanam sheti upadhaya ishasya yat tribirhinam turiyam tat prachakshate. In the material world, the Lord is designated as Virat, Hiranyagarbha, and Karana. But beyond these three designations, the Lord is ultimately in the fourth dimension. Virat, the phenomenal manifestation of the Supreme Whole, Hiranyagarbha, the numinous soul of everything, and Karana, the cause or causal nature, are all but designations of the Purushas who are responsible for material creation. The transcendental position surpasses these designations and is therefore called the position of the fourth dimension. This is a quotation from Sridhar Swami's commentary on the 11th canto, 15th chapter, verse 16 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yadyapi tinera maya loya vyavahar tatapi tat sparsha nahi nabe maya par. Although these three features of the Lord deal directly with the material energy, none of them are touched by it. They are all beyond illusion. Etad ishanam ishasya prakritistopi tadgunai na yujate sadatmastar yatabudis tad ashraya. This is the opulence of the Lord. Although situated in the material nature, he is never affected by the modes of nature. Similarly, those who have surrendered to him and fixed their intelligence upon him are not influenced by the modes of nature. Saitin janera tumi parama ashray tumi mula narayana iti ki samshai. You are the ultimate shelter of these three plenary portions. Thus there is not the slightest doubt that you are the primeval Narayana. Saitinara amshi paravyoma Narayana Teho tomara vilasa tumi mula Narayana. The source of these three features is the Narayan in this spiritual sky. He is your vilas expansion. Therefore, you are the ultimate Narayan. Ateva Brahma Bhakye Paravyoma Narayan Teho Krishnara Vilasa E Tattva Vivaran. Therefore, according to the authority of Brahma, the Narayan, who is the predominating deity in the transcendental world, is but the vilas feature of Krishna. This has now been conclusively proved. Therefore, according to the authority of Brahma, the Narayan, who is the predominating deity in the transcendental world, is but the vilas feature of Krishna. This has now been conclusively proved. A shloka tattva lakan bhagavata sar paribhasha rupe ihara sarvatradikar. The truth indicated in this verse, text 30, is the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. This conclusion, through synonyms, applies everywhere. So I'll read that. This truth indicated in this verse, verse number 30, we'll read that. Verse number 30. Narayanas tvam na'i sarvadehinam admasi adish shakila lokasakshi narayanungam narabhujalayanat tasyapi satyam na taivaiva maya. O Lord of Lords, you are the seer of all creation. You are indeed everyone's dearest life. Are you not, therefore, my father, Narayan? Narayana refers to one whose abode is in the water born from Nara, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and that Narayana is your plenary portion. All your primary portions are transcendental. They are absolute and are not conditioned and are not creations of Maya. O Lord of Lords, you are the seer of all creation. You are indeed everyone's dearest life. Are you not therefore my father, Narayana? Narayan refers to one whose abode is in the water born from Nara, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and that Narayan is your plenary portion. All your plenary portions are transcendental. They are absolute and are not creations of Maya. So that was said to by Brahma to Krishna. Krishna said, what are you talking about? Narayan is lying in the causal in Garbhodak ocean, and I'm just a cowherd boy. How can I be your father, Narayan? So, but then Brahma is proving it, citing the different scriptures of the emanations from Krishna, that is, and the Purusha avatars himself coming from Krishna. So, back to Brahma. Say, Teen Janera to me, Parama Ashray to me, Mula Narayana iti ki samshai. You are the ultimate shelter of these three plenary portions. Thus there is not the slightest doubt that you are the primeval Narayana. Say Tinera Amshi Paravyoma Narayana Teho Tomara Vilasa Tumi Mula Narayana. The source of these three features is the Narayana in the spiritual sky. He is your Vilas expansion. Therefore, you are the ultimate Narayan. Ateva Brahmavakye Paravyoma Narayana Teho Krishnera Vilasa Etattva Vivaran. Therefore, according to the authority of Brahma, the Narayan, who is a predominating deity in the transcendental world, is but the Vilas feature of Krishna. This has now been conclusively proved. A shloka tattva lakan bhagavata sar paribhasha rupe ihan sarvatradikar. The truth indicated in this verse, which we read, text 30, is the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. This conclusion, through synonyms, applies everywhere. Brahma Atma Bhagavan Krishnara Bihar E Artha Najani Murka Artha Koryar. Not knowing that Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan are all features of Krishna, foolish scholars speculate in various ways. Avatari Narayana Krishna Avatar Teho Chatur Bhuja Iha Manusha Akar. Because Narayan has 4 hands, whereas Krishna looks like a man with 2 hands, they say that Narayana is the original God, whereas Krishna is but an incarnation. E mate nana rupa kore purva paka tahare nirjite bhagavata padyadaka. In this way, their arguments appear in various forms, but the poetry of the Bhagavatam expertly refutes them all. Vedanti tat tat vavidas tatvam yazganam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabhyate. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth say that it is non-dual knowledge and is called impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and the personality of Godhead. Shunabai e shlok koraha bichar ek mukya tatvatin tahara prachar. My dear brothers, kindly listen to the explanation of this verse and consider its meaning. The one original entity is known as 3 different features. Advaya Gyan Tattvavastu Krishnara Swarup Brahma Atma Bhagavan Tintararup. Lord Krishna himself is the one undivided absolute truth, the ultimate reality. He manifests himself in 3 features as Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So we're familiar with that, and now the Krishnadas Kaviraj is explaining that as you know Krishna to be the source of Brahman, Paramatma, and also he is Bhagavan, in the same way this refers to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is non-different from Krishna. So for now I'm going to stop here, and tomorrow we'll continue. Hariharaya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopa Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Manana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Janardan Shiva Sari Gora Bhaktivedanta Jairupa Sanatam Bhattaraguna Shijiva Gopala Bhatta Rasa Raguna Deshai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jao Ite Vignana Shabhishta Puran Deshai Gosai Jar Mui Tarada Panchavar Pada Renu Mora Panchagras Kader Charana Devi Bhakta Janame Janame More Abhila Echai Gosai Jabe Branje Koilaba Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Prema Jayaman Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Saparikara Shri Shri Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Tilak Nehru Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Charyash Tara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Charyashta Tara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishordas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivedanta Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarva Bhoma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupa Nuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Sigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhaktivedanta Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Bhakti Kusham Ashram Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Bhimo Avadut Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Shri Namadeep Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Man Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Kuladvip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Sevashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavandam Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai. Shri Purushottam Ki Jai. Baladev Subhadra Jagannath Ju Ki Jai. Bhakti Vigna Vinashaya Shina Shingadev Ki Jai. Bhakta Prabhara Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.